Hey everybody, and welcome to Balancing the Books. If you're new here, my name is Jayska, and I use this channel to document my journey towards debt freedom. Before I jump into this video, I just wanted to say thank you for subbing to my channel. I have almost 50 subscribers now, and I just wanted to express my gratitude. I appreciate you being here and supporting me and encouraging me on this journey. Many of you have channels of your own, and I enjoy cheering you on and watching your success as well. So thank you so much for being a part of this community. When I started my debt-free journey, I had a little more than $94,000 of debt, most of which came in the form of student loans from my undergrad and grad school experiences, and I also had $7,000 in a car loan. This week, I was able to contribute $250 towards my car loan, and this brought my total amount of debt down to $66,202 left, which means I've been able to pay off $28,185 since I started my debt-free journey. Here I'm just calculating how much of that debt I've been able to pay off so far. And one thing that I'm really excited about is that I will be able to increase my intensity with paying off my debt. I was able to pick up an additional tutoring gig. I interviewed for that a week or so ago, and I received notice that I was accepted for that position. So in being hired with that company, I have the option to have many hours if I choose to have them, but I'm going to start off with just 4, which will bring me in an extra $100 of income a week, and I will be able to throw all 400 of that towards my debt snowball. So that's going to be awesome. As of today, my total debt is at 29.8% of the way paid off. So I use this Debtress tracker that I printed off from debtfreecharts.com, and each of these little squares or shapes represents half of a percent. So since I'm a little more than 29.5, but not quite at 30%, I only colored in half of one. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how much I have paid off on my car loan specifically. So one of the goals that I have for myself for 2021 is to pay off this car loan by May 1st. And the $250 payment that I made this week went completely to my car loan, which started at $7,000 and is now at $1,139. So I'm feeling really accomplished about that, and feeling pretty great about being able to meet this goal by May 1st. And picking up the extra tutoring gigs will only accelerate this more. Plus, being able to put any money from a tax return towards this debt is going to kind of push everything in the right direction. So anyway, to date, I've been able to pay off 83.7% of my car loan. I use a separate debt tracker to kind of visualize this one's progress. Each of these squares represents 1%, and last week I was at 80% of the way for this car loan. So today I'm going to color in 3 full squares and then an additional half a square. So even though I was at 83.7, I only colored in until the 83.5% marker. So that is this tracker here. And I will say this one is way more satisfying to color. The last couple times I've colored on this one hadn't been that much progress, but it's good to be able to color in a couple of full boxes today and actually see some progress being made on this particular debt. February has been a tough month to be gazelle intense because I went back to work. I am a teacher, and since March of last year, I've been teaching virtually, and in February, my district went back to in-person teaching. And even though having some version of normal is really exciting and nice, it is also extremely exhausting. So I've been eating out a ton more than normal. I think just this past week I spent almost $50 in takeout and like fast food, simply like as a poor way of coping with my stress. So that part has been difficult, and I need to kind of rebalance where I am. But being able to make progress on my debt, even despite my stress level being a bit more increased, is nice. And I think what I'm going to do is just take my debit card out of my wallet. I used to walk around with just cash, and I think I need to do that again in order to just be more laser focused on this journey. So this last tracker here is representing the $12,000 goal I set for myself to pay towards debt. Each box represents $10, so I colored in 2 full rows for $200 and an additional 5 boxes for $50. So I was able to pay $250 this week towards my debt, and that makes this tracker look like this. Here's my updated chalkboard. Please leave your success in the comments below.